Hello, thanks for stopping by. Today I'm going to tell a little story, one of the most painful times in my life, as illustrated in the book Half Full, Your Perception Becomes Your Reality. I'm going to share this story, which is in the book, simply because the temptation to think about this situation in terms of half empty was very strong. And it took everything I had to avoid that very negative, pessimistic mindset. So this is from a chapter in the book called Divorced or Delivered. In 2010, my wife filed for divorce. I felt shocked. It was like getting punched in the stomach unexpectedly. How could this be after 26 years together? How could this be with four wonderful children together? What did I do to deserve this? For several months, I asked her to reconsider, unaware that I was being delivered from subconscious peril. Our relationship was no longer healthy and productive. We were moving in two different directions and losing our synergy. Temptations to blame each other arose, and feelings of defensiveness, rationalization, and competitiveness surfaced. I remember thinking, how do I defend myself? Then I realized these were thoughts I needed to let go. The truth is, I didn't know where to start. I had no understanding or knowledge about divorce. All I knew is that I never expected one. Therefore, I never put much time and energy into learning about it until I had to, and now I had to learn. Again, the glass was looking pretty empty. I had no knowledge. I had no money. We were just coming out of the worst economic recession in my lifetime, and it wreaked havoc on my business and my personal finances. In fact, we were in quite a bit of debt. The tunnel was dark. When I first received the news, I sat quietly in wonder, contemplating the situation and meditating. The house was empty and I had time to myself. Somewhere between the tears of sorrow and tears of joy, reminiscing on the past 26 years together, I found myself searching the internet for guidance on how to respond. Surely there had to be some wise advice available. Within minutes, I found a great resource on how to handle the exact situation. Thank God for miracles. The first suggestion was exactly the opposite of what I thought I had to do. It was do not hire a lawyer. I was thinking this was the very first thing I needed to do. The reasoning was simple. Try to resolve the situation peacefully and save yourself a lot of time and money. I found this advice peculiar because, especially since I did not know anything about the divorce process or law. The book continued to share very practical ideas and insights on how to navigate the laws effectively and solve the problem rationally. I read the entire book in 2 days. As a consultant training thousands of people all over the world, I find great value in delivering honest, intelligent, and practical advice. People appreciate it. I know I do. Often we can take one problem and turn it into several more without wise counsel. We tend to complicate the simple and add when we should be subtracting. I was ready to do the same thing with my divorce, complicate it and turn it into multiple other problems. Instead, I chose the road less traveled and proposed to work in peace with my wife. She agreed despite her legal counsel, and we settled in peace. We even drove to the courthouse together and had lunch afterward. To this day, I love my ex-wife and wish her the very best. We simply came to a fork in the mystical road of life and wanted different directions. The power of perception is just that, powerful. I've had a lot of tough times in my life, and I'm sure you have too. The question to always remind ourselves is, am I looking at the problem or am I looking at the solution? There are two sides to the same coin. Am I dwelling on the negative and the fear and the anxiety and the stress and the worry and the tension, which literally breaks down the immune system and is unhealthy for the body? Or am I dwelling on the solution, that there's light at the end of the tunnel, that we're going to get through this, and that there's a lesson involved, a life lesson? What do I choose? Is the glass half empty, or is the glass half full? Give that some thought. Divorced or delivered? Half empty or half full? Choose positive, and you will feel positive in return. You will experience positive in return. Our perception becomes our reality. God bless.